So today I put on my Picasso hat because I'm feeling a little bit artsy and wanted to talk about the life cycle of fine art photography. I think the most obvious is it starts at the composition level. So you find something you want to take a picture of, you go out there, you shoot it, and that's step one. And so, I have this tree around the corner that I have probably shot over the last 4 years, 4 different seasons, and I got about 450 frames of that tree. And the strange thing is when I was calling through them yesterday, I noticed one composition. It was the first composition that I took the first time I ever went out there, and for some reason I completely discounted it at the time. And I think that's because I had this vision of I wanted that image square. Don't know why, I just wanted it square. And so I found a place where I could shoot that tree, center frame. It would be a nice square composition with some trees, branches coming over on either side of it. Then I found this other composition which was a little bit wider, put the tree a little bit on the left, brought the mountains into the background, and this old horse shed. And so that image finally struck me, and it realized that over these last 4 years, I was doing something that is dangerous, which is called target fixation. I was targeting a fixated view of my subject and not allowing myself to look at it from other perspectives. So now I believe kind of the life cycle goes from first we decided the picture we were going to take, we took the picture, then we went and we edited it without doing too much drastic things. I mean, yes, if you take a picture of the beach and there's a lot of stuff on the beach there and you want to just clean it up, that's fine, let's clean it up. Recently in that picture I was just talking about with the tree, there's a fence that goes right across the bottom. The fence isn't that big of a deal, and there's a lot of tall brush in front of the fence too, and you can faintly see the fence, but what really sticks out are the fence posts going every 6 feet down the image. And so I went ahead and removed those fence posts, and the fence is still there, and I was very careful for when I removed the fence post to bring back pieces of the fence into the picture so that it just looked like one continuous fence without the little post. I think what happens after you kind of go through the composition and the post, the next step is really going beyond the screen. And how does that picture make you feel? What medium works best with that picture? Is it acrylic, metal, paper? What kind of framing? What are you trying to take out of the picture and make the person looking at it feel? And that probably is really when your image that's on the screen comes to life and it becomes a piece of art. So I have this book by CARLTON WATKINS, and it is called Yosemite. He actually was one of the first explorers in Yosemite and photographed Yosemite even before Ansel Adams. And I was flipping through this and I found this one picture here. And this here is of tunnel view, the classic tunnel view moment here, but notice it's before there was a parking lot there. And I looked at this, I have the same exact composition. If you go to Yosemite, you probably have this same picture. And I thought about this, and then I read his story and how he was an early explorer and there was a cabin up there, and I was just thinking to myself, imagine if this is where his cabin was. It was right here, right where that parking lot now stands. And from inside his cabin, this is what he sees every morning when he got up. And so that inspired me to do something totally crazy with my version that I had printed of Tunnel View. And I wanted it, because of the inspiration that CARLTON gave me, I wanted it to feel like that. I wanted to hang on my wall, and I wanted to look at it and imagine that I was standing inside this cabin with a dirt floor, wood walls, looking out to this beautiful, gorgeous valley. So let me show you what I did. And this isn't for everybody, definitely, but I took basically a bunch of wood pallets and put them behind the picture of Tunnel View. But then I also really roughed up the picture and put a wood border frame around it. Now to me, this is the final step of creating a piece of fine art. It's not perfect by any means. I purposely put sandpaper on the picture because I wanted it to feel like I was looking through a really old piece of glass, essentially, and outside of a window. And so The last part of the life cycle is, of course, finding a collector. Finding somebody else who really appreciates your vision of that image and that piece of art. And what I mean by art is how you framed it, the paper selection, how you put it and assembled it and put it together in the final package. What are your thoughts about when does an image from the screen become a piece of art on your wall? Or does it need to be a piece of art on your wall? Or can a fine art photograph be just something that is on your screen and that's it? So please comment below, and I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like below, and join me for the next cut.